Welcome to Kutch time. Today is February 6, 2026, and Detroit Pistons just beat the New York Knicks 118-80, moving to 38-13 on the NBA season. The Pistons blew out a New York Knicks team that was without Cat and OG, while Detroit was without Jalen Duren. The Pistons bench showed up tonight. They made more three-pointers than the entire New York Knicks roster. Obviously, there is so much to like about this game. It was so many players showed up tonight and showed putting in effort in stopping the New York Knicks. Danish Jenkins is a dog. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 threes. There's not much more you need the guy to do. And this is his last game on his two-way contract. This is game 50 for his eligibility. And I mean, the Trajan Legend came out before the game in a press conference that they plan to sign him over the weekend so he can be on an active roster spot for the Hornets game, and he deserves it. I mean, he's worked hard this entire season. He showed up this entire season. He is a very, very good player and deserves a spot on the rotation and the roster. I mean, I'm not surprised it's taking this long. He's obviously it's just how the two-way works, but he's deserved it from the first month of the season, let alone just keeping that momentum he's had. Even some games he's had to rest, some games he's had to go to the G League for a game, but he's always kept it 100 when he's on the court and when he's on the Pistons. And yes, the Ivy trade may be controversial, but moving Ivy does open a lot more playing time for Danis, and Danis very much deserves it because he's been amazing this season. Zay Stewart, 15 points, 6 from 7 for the field. It was a nice night. Again, that defense is what really won us this game. We held New York to 60. New York's had one of the best offenses in the past 8 games. I think they're number one in the last 2 weeks or something. But not tonight. Tobias Harris, he rested yesterday. That's probably one of the bigger reasons the Pistons didn't really have it yesterday, because Tobias doesn't really look forward. He always looks to whatever game is happening. He had 50 points, 6 rebounds. He had 3 threes. He's the trade deadline happened, and Tobias Harris wasn't a lot of the rumored trades from the fans, but I don't think he was ever in a trade by the staff, by Langdon, by Bickerstaff. I don't think it was ever discussed because he's such a big part of the locker room. He's a leader. He's a big part of the team. He was a big part of the resurgence last year, of him coming back and being that leadership role, that vet role that the team needs. And he's looked up to by all the players. And yes, his game has struggled a bit this season, but as of recent, his three-point shot has been a lot more on compared to the beginning of the season. And if he can keep that up to even just at least better than what it was, he'll be perfect. He'll be exactly what you need. Because his post-up game's strong, his defense is fine. But if he can even just improve that catch and three back to a more consistent hit rate, he'll be a huge part for this team, more than he already is. Because he already is such a huge player, not just in the locker room, but on the court. Obviously, he's a starter, and he'll be a starter for the rest of the season, unless he rest games, because he's older, so he will. But very glad to see him still on this team and remaining for at least the rest of the season. It is the last year on his contract. I would expect him to re-sign, though. B-Ball Paul Reed. Jalen Duren was out, so he had to play those backup center minutes, and he showed up 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, even made a 3 today. Again, B-Ball Paul just does whatever he wants. It feels like whenever he's in, he's never bad. He's probably, I would say, the best third-string center you can have in the league. Because I'm sure for many teams, even good teams, he could play backup center minutes because he's a very good player on both sides of it. He always gives that energy, gives that grit. Just B-Ball Paul. He's a lovable guy. Cade Cunningham only plays 22 minutes because he had some foul trouble early in I think it was the third, and that kind of kept him out for the rest of the game. But he had a nice first quarter. He had 10 points in the first quarter, so it was like if he would have needed to play the game, I think he would have been fine. But he had 11 points. He had 7 assists. He had 5 rebounds. Just that guy. He's just that guy. I think he only shot like 4 for 13, but whatever. Pistons won by almost 40. Kevin Herter scores his first couple of baskets tonight. He had 8 points. His 3 point both missed both 3 pointers. Is what it is, but his finishing was nice. He made some middies. Just the 3 pointers just questionable right now for him. And again, he didn't play until garbage time. It's not like he was playing serious minutes, so I don't know what his role will be on this team. I don't know if he'll really have a consistent role unless injuries happened. Um, because I think JB's going to play Karras over him, and they're going to play Javante over him because I don't think Karras or Kevin can really play the three that well, just because of size and just defensively. So Herder would probably be more like 11th, 12th man. Just when someone's hurt, he'll come in. You know, more like that. Like when Karras is hurt, Herder will play more. That's how I kind of think he'll be used more, or during blowouts like tonight. Bad. I mean nothing. I mean this was not even like the game was tied at 14-14, and then after that point it was a blowout. Like the Pistons took control of it. The bench took control of it. It was a great game for a Pistons fan to watch. For New York fans, unfortunate for them because this is their second game they've lost by. It was a blowout. The first game was a blowout by the Pistons to the Knicks, and this is the second game, and so another blowout. Pistons coming off a back-to-back that they lost terribly. Um, like they just lost to the Wizards yesterday, and they come in and lose to Knicks. Yes, the Knicks are missing some players, but whatever. You still have Brunson, you still have Hart, uh, you still have Mikal Bridges. Brunson had a terrible game. Asar locked them up. Asar was a dog. I mean, Asar's stats, I think he only had 2 points, but when Brunson and Asar was in, and Brunson was locked up, he wasn't getting anything to go. Yeah, I think he was 0 for 8 from a 3 pointer or something like that. He was terrible today. He was absolutely terrible. Asar's getting that revenge from the playoffs, as he very much should. Next game is Monday, so I have a 2 day break as I travel to Charlotte. Hornets is a very hot team right now. I think they're still on the winning streak. They had 8 yesterday. I'm guessing they have a game tomorrow. So we'll see if the streak is still alive by the time the Pistons play them. Hopefully not, because never want to go run into a hot team like the Hornets, like how hot they are right now. But if not, the Pistons will have to stop that streak, and they can. They can beat the Hornets, obviously the first team, but Hornets are a very good team. They've really been putting together. They've been healthy, so it will be a tough game no matter what, especially away. Just hopefully the Pistons can get that win. Hopefully Jalen Durden can play that game because it was a game time decision, right? But it was also more because it was the Knicks, so like he really wanted to play the Knicks. So maybe he's actually less likely to play the Horns than he was tonight. But that doesn't matter. We have Stu and we have Paul Reed. So hopefully we can win that and get one win away from 40. We'll see. Thank you.